Alrighty, it is time for meal number 2. The loading process is underway. I can already feel my body changing from meal number 1. But now it is time for meal number 2. As I mentioned, we alternate between cream of rice and rice, which means the protein sources also alternate between whey isolate, the final protein of value, but also the other part will be turkey. So I already cooked all of this. This was 800 grams. I'm just gonna get around 100 grams out of here every time. The protein amount will probably lessen tomorrow to aid in digestion, to keep the stomach nice and tight, but for now protein doesn't need to be dropped that dramatically. Remember, I have 9 meals today, so I can't put the protein too high. But meal number 2 will be 100 grams of the incredible Uncle Ben's rice. Put it in first. Yes, there we go. Kaboom. That's in. Now we're going to add some water. Just going to add around 400 mils here. Probably a little more than is needed to cook the rice in. But it's better to have a little too much than too little. Now let's turn this on. Kaboom. We're going to let this cook, and then when it cooks it's going to simmer for 10 minutes. And now I'm also going to show you the extra ingredients. Extra ingredients will be pineapple chunks, 70 grams of this. So I'm going to be adding that to the meal. And also a little bit of asparagus. Asparagus, as I mentioned yesterday as well, it has a slight diuretic effect, keeps water weight down a little bit, which is what we want. You see it's already cooking. That's the benefit of using a water cooker, water boiler, that you normally, just a kettle, so it cooks pretty quickly. And what you want to do then is put the lid on it and let it simmer, just like Uncle Ben's says to do. Kaboom! And I like that it's glass, so you can see a little bit how hard it's cooking. So this is 125 grams. We're only gonna take around 50 grams of this. We're going to take 70 grams of this. In pineapple there is an enzyme called bromelain, which helps digest protein, and anything that aids in digestion today will be welcoming. And the last and final piece, ingredient, will be the incredible almond butter. Now this is incredible, guys. You can go for peanut butter or even avocado or olive oil, coconut oil. But if you can go for something delicious that is very healthy, wholesome, this is 100% almond butter. The benefit of almond butter is there's a lot of selenium in there. The brown color from the almonds stands for how much selenium is in there, the shell around it. And you can see it is a nice color. So this is 100% natural butter. So let's just use the magic of editing and you will see the complete meal right now. Meal number 2 of the day. It looks a lot smaller than the first meal, but it's still going down nicely because it still is 100% more rice than I've eaten the last couple of weeks. This is literally the first time I'm eating regular rice. And you can see the incredible rice grains by Uncle Ben's. Not sticky, but nice and loose, separated. Some people prefer like sushi rice, but I prefer this kind of rice, guys. So let's enjoy this one. And by the way, today is also going to be around 6 liters of water. You need plenty of water to shuttle the carbs in the system. And also I do 6 grains of salt on every single meal, because you need salt and water together to transport the glucose into your muscle cells. Let's enjoy. As you can see, I'm eating meal number 3 right now. And because we're about to leave to the NEC, where the Arnold Classic is, to get the tickets. And just look around. Not so much walking, because I made that mistake before. So what is this? Cream of rice and incredible Calabout chocolate. So my fat sources are either 15 grams of almond butter or 15 grams of Calabout chocolate, roughly around the same fats, but this is an incredible source. 80% Power 80 dark chocolate. And yeah, that's it. So also a little bit of final whey protein, whey isolate by Value, of course. Tastes amazing. I'm gonna be enjoying this meal. Then we're gonna drive to the event itself, took a look around, and also, of course, already made a meal to eat there as well. Always be prepared, and also have 2 full bottles of water with me, because we gotta drink plenty to get this down into the muscle cells. See you there. Already just had a quick walk over the Expo, and it's amazing to see all of those people come up to me. You know, it's been a while since I've been here, and a lot of people know me from Body Power, watch my channel, want to see me do well at the show, so it's really amazing to hear those very nice words. But for now, I'm going back home, and before that, I'm having my 4th meal of the day. So this is, again, rice, turkey, and asparagus, and the pineapple. The pineapple will help with the absorption and the digestion of the extra protein. And yeah, the rest is just a carb meal, no fats. Sometimes you have to keep the fats a little low for digestion to be a little faster, because we have 9 meals today. Also drinking another liter of water, just to make sure I get enough water in. So let's enjoy this one. Guys, time for meal number 5, another rice meal. So I'm eating about every 1.5 to 1 hour and 45 minutes to be able to get the 9 meals in before around 10 p.m. because I don't want to stay up too late, because we got to get a good night's sleep. Very important for proper fluid dispersion across the body. Still drinking another liter of this. Well, it's around 750 ml. So every time I drink this, I note it in my phone that I drank one, and I can exactly calculate how much water I drank, and tomorrow the water will be reduced to make sure that the water won't be showing under the skin, just as an insurance policy. But here we have some rice, we have some pineapple, the turkey, the delicious almond butter, and we also have some asparagus. So that's incredibly delicious, and let's enjoy it. Here we are again with another loading meal. In the meantime, I did some posing in between the meals just to get the blood going where it needs to go, to get a lot of glycogen in the muscles, because that's where you want it to go, along with the water. Posing helps a little bit. So what we have here is a delicious cream of rice meal combined with delicious dark chocolate, the ultimate combination. Now what my coach also says is to normally include rice milk, so there's a plant-based milk, because it has a lot of carbs in it as well, and based on rice, which means easily to digest. But instead I'm going for these Rice Krispie squares, exactly 20 grams of carbs, actually 21 grams of carbs per square. I saw the giant Jamie Johal eating this, and you know, while I'm in England, why not make use of stuff like this? We don't have it in the Netherlands. So I'm going to eat this meal, I'll load up some more and more I feel the effects of the carbohydrates in my body. But tomorrow morning we will see the ultimate effect when you lay down, sleep. Water is you know, being excreted from the body because of the night. and then you will see the end result of the loading phase, see how much I weigh then. Remember, at the beginning of the day, I was 110.2, so tomorrow I should be a little heavier, and if not, then we still will need a full high carb day. Anyway, let's enjoy. Guess what we're doing again, guys? We're cooking meal number 7. So most bodybuilders have 6 meals, maybe even 5 meals, and we are having 9. So, you know, the first couple of meals, like the first 4 or 5 meals, are very enjoyable. Of course, it's never, you know, a punishment to eat carbs, but after we're around in between 600 and 700 carbs right now, with 3 more meals to go. And right now it feels like a job you need to accomplish today. So we are cooking 100 grams of rice here. The only thing we're going to be adding is the pineapple and a little bit of turkey. And that's it for this meal. And a little bit of asparagus also. And yeah, we're about to take some posing pictures as well. Trying to do that here under this white light. A little bit low, but hey, we're gonna make it happen. And yeah, basically what I told you before, right now, the first day of loading, what usually happens is that your body all of a sudden needs to take in literally 10 times as many carbs as usual, and for me that's even more. So you have to get used to taking in the carbs. The water manipulation your body has to go through is a little bit different compared to usual. So in the end of the day, you might be holding a little bit of water compared to the morning, which might blur your definition. That is normal, because tomorrow morning you wake up a lot drier again. And if you then weigh less or the same or just a little higher than the weight of the beginning of the carb up, you can carb up again and then repeat the same process. And then the day of the show, that morning, you should weigh a little bit more, because that tells you have carved up, and then you should also be drier. From that moment on, you drop the water intake quite significantly. So today is around 6 to 7 liters. Tomorrow is about 3 to 4 liters, already tapering down, and then the day of the show is minimum amount of water. Only you take water once you go off the prejudging stage. You drink a glass of water with a bit of salt to replenish what you lost during the prejudging for the finals, but that's pretty much it. If you can't get a pump backstage, but you are loaded with carbs, loaded with sodium, then the water is the missing link. So very easy actually to find out what you need to do if something in your body is not right. But most importantly is that you need to be shredded, because if you're not shredded, any change in your physique is simply, not worthy of doing anything about, because you have too much fat to show. So in a while I'll be showing you the end result of this meal, and you will see that right now. Okay, meal number 7. So what we're eating now, beautiful Uncle Ben's rice. Look at that, these loose grains. We also have some pineapple. We also have some turkey and a little bit of asparagus. All clean foods, low FODMAP, so the benefits are no bloating. You keep the appetite going. The digestion is great, is delicious, you're used to it, so no stress, no worries about this. So if you look here, this is the plan my coach, for example, sends me. So this is Saturday of the peak week. You can see in green are the meals already ate. So this is the meal I'm eating right now, and then we have 2 more meals here. Very easy, cream of rice and rice alternating every single time. So sometimes there's almond butter, sometimes there's not, sometimes there's pineapple, sometimes there's not. So this is pretty much the way we're doing it. And because there are 9 meals, sometimes if you don't mark them, you're like, oh, how many meals did I eat? But I also, of course, put a lot of alarms in here. As you can see, meal 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm basically gonna, put from Friday to Saturday for tomorrow, so I eat at the exact same times. And that way I can also weigh myself, which I'm actually going to do before eating this meal. I'm going to bring the scale here and weigh myself with the clothes on, that I get a kind of a grip on how much I weigh. But then the next day I can weigh myself again around the same time to see how much more or less that I weigh, and then you can predict if you need more or less carbs in combination with your shape. So let's actually weigh myself. Very important, guys, to take the scale that you use at home with you. Don't buy a scale new if possible, because if you do, what happens is that it might show you a different weight. So let's see what it is right now. So we are around 113.7. So without clothes, around 112.7. Always drop a kilo. I also feel that I have to pee, for example, so we kind of know what the weight is around 8 p.m. So very important is that I need to be around 112. The main difference is tomorrow we'll be drinking a lot less, and what I notice is that, for example, last year in Poland I didn't drink at all during the carb up, and I didn't gain any weight at all. That's logical because you need water and carbs together to get into muscle glycogen. But if you drop the water, you can very easily manipulate the weight. So tomorrow morning we weigh, and then we will monitor the weight until around 7-8 p.m. because then I need to weigh in. So yeah, this is a very good way to monitor your progress. Guys, we have 2 more meals to go, and don't worry, I'm not going to show you those meals, how I eat them, because they're the exact same as you already saw. The next meal is going to be our simple rice meal with the asparagus, the pineapple, the chicken. Actually, this time the only difference is I'm taking my pre-cooked chicken from home, vacuum sealed. So this is a very nice tip. If you don't want to go to a grocery store, you can just vacuum seal your fish or chicken, prepared like that. Very easy. And yeah, so this meal I'm gonna eat. Then in about an hour later, or 1 hour and 30 minutes later, I'm gonna have the cream of rice meal. And by the way, the first meal of this day was also cream of rice with no fats. That's the first meal to really drive those carbs in. And the last meal will have some fats. This one will have some almond butter, and the very last meal will have some dark chocolate. And that's it. So that will complete this day. And then tomorrow we'll see what happens with the weight and the shape. But let me show you, because during the day with every single meal I'm also taking supplements. Now this is a very handy ESN pill box. I took with me 2 of them. But these are, I always have 1 box for all the supplements that I take with each meal and that I take more often. So here we have ESN omega-3, and I keep saying ESN because you want to have these supplements by a reputable brand with high quality. The last thing you want is to take in what I do, 12 capsules of omega-3 and have them at bad quality, toxins in them. It won't be good for your overall health or shape in the long run. So I take 1 omega-3 capsule with every single meal. We also take magnesium with every single meal. This one is some astragalus, very good for the kidneys. And this one right here is some apple cider vinegar, which I used to drink from the bottle, but it kind of literally burned my tongue, which is not good, obviously. And this is some biotin that I take every morning as well. And here we have some krill oil, which I take with the first and the last meal. So what I also take at the beginning of the day, real quick, athlete stack. This basically is a multivitamin, but then for athletes, so only higher dosed minerals and vitamins and stuff you need that you deplete usually as an athlete. Has selenium, which is very good for your T3 and metabolism, like zinc, which is also good for testosterone levels and keeping a lot of metabolic action going. And before I go to sleep, I will take some sleep spray, 10 sprays of this. If you look at the bottle, you can see that 1 spray is 1 milligram, and I go to 10 milligrams melatonin to fall asleep. It really does help get you to fall asleep, and I also, to reduce the amount of pills that I take D3 and K2 combination. Use a spray as well in the morning and in the evening. And that's it, guys. Tomorrow is going to be a more exciting day. Yes, today was pretty mundane and quite boring maybe to watch. But this is what happens during the peak week of a bodybuilder. You can't really do much. You got to eat all day, and it's all the same stuff. Some bodybuilders are more exciting when they eat the donuts, the bagels, the muffins, but I'm not one of them because I want to do this the clean way. Tomorrow is going to be more exciting. We're going to do the tanning, the athlete meet and greet, the athlete registration and weigh-in. I'm going to see my coach as well. People have been asking me, where is your coach? He is here. We have been communicating, and we will see each other face to face tomorrow to make the final decisions. But up until now, everything is going very well. And yeah, very excited for tomorrow and much more excited for Sunday. And thank you a whole lot for the incredible support. Thank you for the incredible positive messages. And of course, don't forget to stay